Nice. Looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, espresso. Doing the thing and then the thing, and I'm a doing espresso. I don't know the words, but I like the song. Am I getting the audio? I can't hear it, but I know these headphones do work, so what's up with that? Hold on. There we go. Hold on.
2回目は
We're good. I got new headphones, so I wanted to make sure that these were working, but they are. They're really high quality headphones, but I'm getting used to them still. They're like, I can't hear myself in here. I mean, I can, but I sound so different. And I could turn on direct monitor. Why don't I? I don't know. I think I will. I think I'm gonna have direct monitor on. Hey, welcome back to Steinsgate. You didn't see the second one?
見てないです。
I didn't see it. Oh, that's right. Okay, last time my audio for the game, I guess, didn't get exported. So hopefully that's fixed this time. I'll do it right this time. Don't worry about it. Disappointment spreads through me. What does this mean? Events I remember happening didn't. The fact that I sent a D-mail. The fact that we argued over what to send. But Kurisu herself remembers that I called her Celeb Sev during that argument. Is he just that consistent that even, when he changed the past, he still brought that up? Right after sending the D-mail, I was hit by a feeling of vertigo. That's probably related somehow. I wonder if any of my voices will sound different now that I have headphones and I'm using direct monitor instead of, just keeping one over the ear like this. Just because I sound slightly different. And I don't know if that's going to affect how I do things. Don't get me wrong. I love these headphones, though. Did something happen?
お前は
How much do you know about time travel?
について
それって
What do you mean by
どういう意味かな
Suzuha seems slightly suspicious. So I explained to her what happened just now. Nay probably won't understand a word of it, so I don't think it'll be necessary to silence her. Yeah, don't kill a kid,
信じられない
kid. I don't believe it. Suzuha's dumbfounded after hearing my explanation.
そんなの
I've never heard of anything like that. Is it true? Are you telling the truth?
本当のこと
当たり前だ
Of course. We created a bona fide time machine, and we were able to change the past.
我らの偉業を否定する
Nobody can deny our accomplishments. That's right.
そう
Nobody.
誰にもだ
ああもう
Danimodo?
そういうことじゃなくて
Jeez, that's not what I meant. Suzuha grabs at her own hair in frustration, tearing it off her head clean. But then her expression turns thoughtful.
君の言うことが
I don't know if what you're saying is true or not, but... She suddenly lowers her voice.
こういう時は
I think you should try asking John Taitor.
ジョン
John Taitor?
ほら
I mean, he's a hot topic now, isn't he? He's at Hot Topic now, isn't he? He loves that store. It really suits his style. A time traveler from the future.
なんか知ってるかもよ
He might know something, since you're both time travelers and all.
なるほど
I see. You could be right.
確かに
No, there's no doubt about it. The undoing of past events could possibly be explained through the many worlds interpolation that Taitor talked about. And come to think of it, it was Taitor's advice that led me to the IBN 5100. He should be able to give me a hint this time too. I quickly take out my phone.
俺だ
It's me. John Taitor may have come from the future to guide me.
なあそうだ
Yeah, that's right.
奴がこの
His arrival here in 2010 must be the choice of Steinsgate.
まさしく
El,
シュ
Psy,
タインズゲートの選択だ
Konguru.
よ
I've been noticing that he says Psy instead of Psy.
バイトのお姉ちゃん
Who is he talking to?
さあ誰
Dunno. Who could it be? Maybe it's someone from the future.
未来人
From the future?
シスターブラウン
Do you want to know who I'm talking to, Sister
俺
Braun?
の電話
うん
No,
ありません
Nay shakes her head rapidly. She looks scared. I respond with the weary expression of a mad scientist who has seen everything and lost much. I don't know what that looks like.
気になったとしても
Good. Even if you are interested, never ask.
絶対に
I could tell you, but then I'd have to silence you.
もし知
And I don't want to have to do that to an innocent girl.
Come on, stop scaring her. She's just a little girl.
I assume Nay is frightened because of the aura of danger that follows me everywhere, and the fact that I said I would silence her. Maybe. She's right to be.
バイト選手
I'll get in touch with Taitor immediately. Your advice is appreciated, part-time warrior.
素晴ら
Was that useful? That's great.
Part-time warrior's eyes pop open mid-sentence.
Oh, crap. The boss is back. The boss is back.
I follow Suza's glance to see a moped headed this way. Judging by the sheer size of the driver, it must be Mr. Braun.
Nay, if manager asks, tell him I was doing my job. Okay, but you have to let me ride your bike, okay? Okay. Good luck, Okabe Rintaro. I'm rooting for you.
Suzuha pats me on the shoulder and rushes into the workshop. Nay and I are left in the front of the store. Yo, Mr. Braun, your daughter's here! The driver stops the moped and takes off his full-face helmet, revealing Mr. Braun.
Welcome back, Daddy!
Nay! What did this nut job do to you? Manager leaps from his moped and interposes himself between me and his daughter. His eyes are bloodshot. You're not sleeping well, Mr. Braun. My spine freezes. What a powerful aura of malice! You son of a... How dare you make moves on my precious daughter? I'll kill you! Wait, I haven't done anything. What? Hello? Then why were you talking with Nay alone, huh? We weren't alone! Suzuha was here too! That girl was skipping work to polish her bicycle! Please forgive me, Suzuha. My life is too precious. Is that true, Nay?
She promised she'd let me ride her bike, so I gotta say she wasn't skipping.
Sister Braun ends up betraying Suzuha too. The manager breathes a heavy sigh. Breathes. Skipping's the only thing she's good at, isn't it? Worthless part-timer. It's true. I've never seen her actually do work.
というか
Anyway,
この俺を一生
shouldn't you apologize for making false accusations? What? Hell no! Stubborn old man. He thinks he owns the place just because he owns the place. Understand? I won't let you off easy next time if you make moves on my daughter. Next time you make... I didn't! I wouldn't do something so suicidal! Mr. Braun nods in satisfaction. Nay, I brought some cream puffs, so let's eat them together.
Okay.
He parks his moped next to Part-Time Warrior's bicycle, then enters the store hand in hand with his daughter. Like that one Hatsune Miku song. That one used to be my favorite. Cream puffs? You can't get any more out of character than that. Is this what having kids does to a man? Well, have you seen Northern Lion? Actually, this guy looks a lot like Northern Lion. Hey, part-timer! I know you were slacking off! Hey! And why is the 42-inch on? I thought I told you to turn it off!
I'm sorry. Gomenasai.
I leave Suzuha to her fate and return to the lab. I need to get in touch with Taitor as quick as possible. He might be able to give me the answers I seek. He might even be able to explain the event that I witnessed a few days ago. The instantaneous disappearance of everyone on the streets of Akiba. Right, that was a few days ago. No, it wasn't. That was about a couple months ago. When I burst into the lab, everyone looks at me with concerned expressions. Mayuri starts to speak, presumably to console me, but I put my hand up to stop her. Huh!
待て
Wait! We'll talk when everything's over. I explain that we can't experiment anymore now that Mr. Braun is back. Then I dismiss everyone for the day. You've got mail, Faris. Eternally exists.
What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, the sanctuary must be there. If it isn't, then what will happen to Faris' brother?
Oh no, not your brother.
bananas tomorrow, okay?
Mayuri picks up her Oopa plush toy off the sofa and hands it to me.
だからね
So for now, hug this little guy super tight and cheer up, okay?
元気出してね
Looks like she's worried about me, but she shouldn't be. It's my job to worry about her. Aw, this is cute. She has work after this, so she leaves. Daru goes with her, probably to see Faris. Hey, I just talked with her. Her brother. Can you check up on him? Before he leaves, Lukiko apologizes again for messing up the Lotto 6 ticket. He knows about the time machine now. Next time I see him, I'll make him a lab mem to secure his silence. That'll be cool. We have so many lab mems now. Moeka leaves without more than a tiny bow. What's up, Kurisu? We doing more experiments today? Receiving mail? Oh. Why isn't that flashing blue and giving me the sound? You've got mail. Shining finger.
It was fun. I want to hear more about time machines next time, okay? It's a promise. See you, Moeka.
Yeah. It was fun. Let's hang out next time. All right. In less than 30 minutes, Kurisu and I are the only ones left in the lab.
そこの助手
Hey, assistant.
お前は
You're not going back to your hotel?
目障りなら帰る
Is
けど
there a problem?
目障り
No,
というわ
no
けではない
problem.
が
I was just wondering what you were still doing here.
いいえ
Nothing.
でも
I just wanted to
ちょ
think
っと
for a
考え
bit.
た
ホテルに戻って
Can't you
考えればいい
think at your hotel?
何
What? You're
Oh,
kicking
that's
me
fine.
out?
そう
I get it. You'd be lonely in your hotel room, but you have no friends, so you want me, the great Hoin Kyoma, to look after you. Isn't that right? You spoiled celeb Sev.
寂しいのはあん
You're
た
the
の方
lonely
だ
one,
よ
aren't you? You've been
さっ
acting
きから
gloomy all
あん
day.
まりげ
Do
な
you
んな
need
ら
some
相談に乗る
advice?
ぞ
I'm an outsider in a
私はある
sense,
意
so
味
it should be
部外
easier to
者だ
talk to me, right?
しやすい年下の
A
女に
man
相
getting
談
advice
する
from a
男の
younger
人
woman is kind of...
ぐにょ
But if
ぐに
you're
ょ
fine
だ
with
けど
that, then just
そ
ask
れでもいい
away.
なら聞いてやって
Why does she have to be such a smartass? She even has a mocking grin on her face.
俺はメールを
I need to
する
send some
用事があるの
emails.
だ
If you insist on staying here, then be quiet and stay out of my way. Okay,
邪魔をせ
zombie?
ずし
その呼び
Of
方
all
が
your
一番
stupid
カチン
names,
とくるわね
that one's the worst.
Well, it's because you died and you're back alive. I mean, can you blame me? Despite her complaint, Kurisu makes no move to leave. She sits down on the sofa and starts reading a massive technical book. On closer inspection, I realize it's in English. Maybe my assistant isn't a genius, but just an extreme studier.
コーヒーを
Isn't that what a genius is? Want some coffee?
もらうわ
Sure.
I make some instant coffee for Kurisu. I take a fresh Dr. P out of the refrigerator for myself and sit down in front of the computer. Alright, let's do what needs to be done. I only hope this doesn't get undone too. My plan is to follow Suzuha's advice. Get in touch with Taitor. After all, what I'm experiencing right now could have something to do with the many worlds interpretation. Which would mean that the Kurisu sitting over there isn't the same Kurisu with whom I discussed the Lotto 6. And it would mean that this lab isn't the lab where we discussed it. How can that be?
何もぞもぞやってんの
What's wrong with you? Stop fidgeting.
Kurisu glares at me coldly. Damn it. She's looking at me like I'm a perv again. I keep telling her I'm not a perv. I'm Hoin Kyoma. Right. Those two are mutually exclusive. Anyway, why am I the only one who remembers what happened? That's another question I'll ask John Taitor. I don't know if he's a real time traveler, but he did help with the IBM 5100, so I'm inclined to trust him. But what should I write? Should I tell him everything? In any case, worrying about it won't solve anything. Enough stalling. I take out my phone. Sup, Taitor? Question. Thanks for the intel on the IBM 5100. The code is from CERN's database. In other news, I've successfully built a machine that sends emails to the past. When we change the past by sending an email, where did it go? Does that change the world line? I noticed some events were undone. Does that mean the world line changed? You said the many worlds interpretation is correct, but I'd like to hear the proof if you don't mind. Beep. I sigh and chug my chota. Why am I pretending to drink my water? Now to wait for his reply. I checked the @channel thread just to make sure, but Taitor hasn't posted
随
recently.
分深いため息ついてるわ
That was a
ね
pretty heavy sigh.
Kurisu says without lifting her eyes from the book. Maybe I should tell her about how that D-mail changed the past, and about how she seems to have lost her memories about it. Why am I considering talking to Kurisu? Because I don't think Mayuri or Daru would understand this problem. Kurisu, on the other hand, might be able to form a hypothesis. That's what I hope. Incoming call, Daru. Just then, my phone rings. Hold on, I'm gonna hit enter. No. I have a feeling that there are certain phone calls that can't be skipped, and like emails that can't not be read. I would prefer to tell Kurisu about the time travel and not talk to Daru. I would prefer that. Daru is just hanging out at the maid cafe. I don't want to deal with Faris right now. I'm gonna hit enter. Is it Taitor? Taitor's calling me? Startled, I look at my phone's display. It's Daru. I click my tongue in disappointment. Don't scare me like that.
クリスティーナ
Did I do it?
話しておきたいことがある
Did I choose? Did I make a decision? Christina, there's something I want to talk to you about.
その前に
Shouldn't you answer your phone first?
ダルからだ
It's Daru. It's probably
どうせ
something
くだらない内
stupid.
容だろう
Before he left, Daru said he was going to the May Queen. He had a silly grin on his face. There's no way he'd suddenly call me for something serious. Oh, I answer anyway. No, I hung up.
本当に独善
Okay.
的だな
Alright.
You're really self-righteous, you know.
お前は覚えてい
You
ない
might
か
not
もしれない
remember this, but earlier, I changed the past with a D-mail.
D メ
Kurisu stares at me. Her expression is more stern than usual.
私は
I haven't known you long enough to tell whether you're serious.
だが事実
It happened, and then everyone except me forgot about it. Or rather, the fact that it happened was erased from
その
history.
ことを
過去を変えたか
The
ら現
past
在も変わった
changed,
って
so the present
バ
changed
タフ
with
ライ
it.
効果ね
The butterfly effect,
でも
huh?
あんたの言ってることは
But what you're saying is nonsense.
なぜそう言い
Why do you say that?
なんで岡部
Why do you
は
why do you remember that the
過去を変え
past
たことを覚えてる
changed?
タイムマシンで
If you
物理
used a
的に
time
過去へ
machine
行
to
って歴史
physically
を変え
travel
て
to
き
the
た
past
と
and
いう
change
のなら
history,
まだ
then
ギリギ
that
リ説
might
明がつく
explain it. Barely.
でも
But with a
D-mail
D-mail, you haven't taken
あんた
one
は
step
現在
outside
から
the
一歩
present,
も動い
have
ていな
you?
いことだから
So if the
現在
present
が変わっ
changed
て
and
私
we
たちが
changed
変
with
化した
it,
なら
you would
あん
have
たも変化
changed
して
too.
いないそれとも
Or are you
自分
saying you
は
didn't
観測
change
者だから
because
変
you're
化
the
しないとでも言う
observer?
つもり
In that case,
その場合
you're claiming
あ
that
ん
you're
たは
not
こう
a
主張してい
human
ること
being.
になる
I understand what Kurisu's saying, and I don't have the means to convince her otherwise. And that's exactly why I'm trying to get in touch with Taitor.
すべては
Everything is the choice of Steins Gate. This is the power of my magic
この世
eye.
の持つ魔が
Reading
リーディン
Steiner!
グシュタイナーの力によるものだ
Yeah, you always do it best, Rintaro.
また始まった
And he's at it again.
Kurisu sighs and goes back to her book.
あんたのお遊びに
I'm not playing along with your
付き合
games. I bet you came up with that reading whatever thing just now, didn't you?
I should have known better than to approach Kurisu unprepared. There's still not enough information, even for a mad scientist like me, to explain the things I've experienced. I bite my lip in frustration. They do a lot of that in this game, don't they?
恋する乙女が
You look like a girl in love waiting for an email from her boyfriend.
She sure likes to attack me for every little thing.
そんなに構って
Are you really that desperate for attention?
ささやかな復
Just
讐
getting
よ
revenge. You're always making fun of me, so I deserve at least this much.
これでも俺は
Despite what you may think,
お前を
I
リス
actually
ペクト
respect
してい
you.
るつもりだ
名前すらま
That's
ともに呼んだ
rich.
こと
You
が
don't
ない
even say my name right.
それについては
I'm sorry about that.
すまないと思っている
Kurisu lifts her face and stares at me in shock. I'm shocked too, honestly. I've never said that in his voice before. I'm sorry. Like, what? That doesn't happen.
へえ
Well, that's
あんたって
unexpected.
謝るん
You
だ
actually apologized.
謝るさ
I do apologize, but I can't help it.
俺の脳
For my brain has recorded you as my assistant, Christina, and I cannot correct it.
そういう認識で固定してしまっていて直しようがないから
I
な
want to hear him do it.
回答して海馬
I'm
に
gonna
金
crack
属
your
ぶっ刺
skull
して
open
や
and
りたい
stick electrodes in your hippocampus.
Okay. Right after that silly exchange, John Titor's mail arrives. All right, I can't skip this, can I? Yeah, he pulls it up on his own. I quickly open the mail. Details. Greetings, Kyoma. Can you tell me exactly how you changed the past? I'd like to verify that what you said is true. We sent an email today. It was set to arrive last Tuesday, 170 hours ago. It's contents. I'm sorry, it's going so fast. Stop typing, please. I gotta read it. Okay. Sorry about that. It contained the winning numbers for the third place prize of that night's Lotto 6 drawing. It's so hard to read like this. The moment we sent the email, my associates, who had helped plan the experiment and watched me send it, instantly forgot that any of that had happened. When I checked, I found that the email had vanished from my phone's send history. I know for a fact that it arrived in the past, as my friend bought a Lotto 6 ticket based on information I had apparently given him. He got one of the numbers wrong, but otherwise, it was an exact match. Okay.
Who
Who are you talking to?
John
Titor.
Huh? No way.
He's open to a discussion as long as you're not trying to troll him, and his mail address is public. This is the second time we've exchanged mails.
No wonder you keep referencing Titor's posts. You believe him, don't you?
Not entirely, but there are several points in his story I do agree with.
Really? I can't see it as anything but fiction.
Already, huh? Very interesting. That's very interesting. From the events you described, it sounds like you did indeed change the past. I suspect that the email you sent changed divergence, if only a little. Bravo! The instant your email arrived in the past, you shifted from your original world line to an ever so slightly different world line. On this world line, you received an email from the future containing the Lotto 6 numbers. You told your friend the numbers, perhaps you didn't quite trust the email, but your friend got a wrong number when he purchased the ticket. The original email likely disappeared from your center history when the world line changed. All of this makes sense. The one thing I don't understand is how you kept your memories of the previous world line. Just so we're clear, you are telling the truth, yes? Yes, I am. Yes, I still have my memories from before the past was changed. That's the truth. By the way, this is actually the second time this has happened. You traveled 26 years into your past. Haven't you experienced something similar? Also, what effect do you think my intentional manipulation of the timeline might have? All right, just sent another one to him. Okay. All right. Wow, he's fast. I've confirmed that divergence is currently 0.571015%. I can't tell what the value was before you changed the past. This is because I, like your friends, have no memory of the world line before you changed the past. In the case of physical time travel, memories are retained even if the world line changes. That's been proven by my own experience. But in the case of an email like the one you sent, the time traveler changes the past without actually traveling through time. A situation that scientists... Sorry, I gotta scroll. In my time, never even considered. It wasn't necessary, since the invention of the time machine in 2034 gave us a means of physical time travel. So I'm afraid that I have no idea how to explain the phenomenon you've been experiencing. Yeah, that makes sense. They travel physically. They've never sent an email to the past trying to change it. That makes sense. How exactly do you measure divergence? Where do those numbers come from? Wow, okay, you're fast. You've got mail. Strictly speaking, I was not being entirely accurate when I wrote that the Everett Wheeler model is accepted in my time. The first functional time machine was completed in 2034. In the 2 years following that breakthrough, our understanding of the universe's structure grew dramatically. In 2036, scientists proved that the universe is comprised of attractor fields, which describe the extent of world-line convergence. This theory was first proposed in 2020. Oh, 2020? But that was 6 years ago! Okay, yep. Oh, sorry, I forgot to answer your question. I have a meter that measures divergence. A reading of 0% divergence corresponds to the world line I originally came from. In other words, it's a subjective, not absolute measurement. This tool can only indicate the current divergence. All right, yeah. You guys are awesome. You're all saying so many things. Okay, okay. Please explain these Please explain these attractor fields. How do they affect world lines? And then I go to the other email and, oh my gosh. Can we talk in person? I don't like reading on the phone. Put simply, attractor fields are the focal points of world line convergence. Their existence is responsible for phenomena previously known as fate and chance. There's no real point making small changes to a world line. Due to convergence, small changes do not have a lasting influence. Humans who can observe convergence are exceedingly rare. I haven't met anyone with that ability myself, so I'm unqualified to give you an accurate appraisal. But you, Kyoma, might be one such individual. You might have the power to observe convergence. You might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% divergence across the wall that divides attractor fields. So I'm special? The tone of Taitor's mail has suddenly changed. He thinks I have some kind of power? I mean, I do. I have some kind of power. First, I feel a sense of pride. Next comes apprehension. Could this be a trap? In the first place, I can't confirm if this is the real John Titor, and I don't even know if the John Titor from 2000 was really a time traveler. If Titor's world line theory holds, then that could explain the supernatural events I've experienced. But this last statement is pretty hard to swallow. As soon as I begin to doubt, all of his words start to smell like lies. That stuff about the IBM 5100 might have been a lie too. That mysterious program code could be just a simple bug. Now that he claims I have special powers, he's starting to sound like some new age con artist. And besides, I don't need Titor to tell me that. I know I have powers. Kurisu jerks at the sound of my laughter.
Don't just start laughing like that. It's creepy.
But I must! He says I have powers! Isn't that rich? You don't have to tell me what I already know, John Titor. I snap my eyes wide open. I raise my phone high to the heavens. My true power is the magic eye, reading Steiner.
Sounds to me like you've got a bad case of chunbyo. Chunbyo.
I looked that up earlier, but I forget what it was. It was just like somebody who has delusions of grandeur or something like that. Eh? Oh. Kurisu hides her face in her book. She pretends to read, but I can see from here that her ears are bright red. How does she know about Chunbyo? I don't know how you know about that. I don't know what that is. Is she an @channeler after all? Didn't we know this? No, that doesn't matter now. I need to reply to Titor. Sup, Titor? What is beyond the wall? What will happen when we cross it? Oh, what is beyond the wall? What will happen when we cross it? Alright. The future. If we cross the wall, we will have freedom. If we do not, then the dystopia I came from will be your future. In exchange for providing false peace and joy, your masters will stamp out every last vestige of free will. As I said on @channel, my goal is to change that future, and you may be the one who can make that possible. Okay, now this is getting creepy. Is this some kind of new cult? Or is he really trying to con me here? He's also contradicting himself again. The Titor who appeared in 2000 said he traveled back in time to retrieve technology lost in World War III. Yet this guy is saying he came to prevent the creation of a dystopia ruled by CERN. This guy might be an imposter. I'm fed up, so I quit replying. But just as I'm about to put away my phone, another mail comes. I open my phone reluctantly while enduring Kurisu's cold glare. Oh gosh. And what I read there, future 2. Kyoma, I want you to be the Messiah. Raises the hairs on the back of my neck. What is this? Fear? Disgust? I don't know, but something is very wrong. Why was there such a big space between his message? It's like he sent that from the future. Yo, I cleared a chapter! Yes, we know. Okay, sweet. Thanks for the definition. Alright, I actually cleared a chapter, and it's a good amount of time to end the video. That's kinda serendipitous, if you ask me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Hold on, I gotta save. Hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe, and ring the bell icon if you so please. And, I'll see you in the next video, okay? Peace out, my friend. Wait, that's not how I say it. Hold on. Peace out!